Switch to Balotelli, this story that's in all the papers this morning. Apparently, in the early hours of Saturday morning, or Friday and Saturday, he decided to let off fireworks from his bathroom window with some friends. The towers went up, the house almost went up, and he threw his keys at the police and said, "I'll be in the hotel down the road if you need me." You know, but, I mean, that's the kind of person we're dealing with. Again, the City go so valuable. Might score us a goal in the Manchester derby. We let all these things ride.
Well, the problem is they can't now be seen to let that sort of stuff ride, can they? Because then you get double standards in the dressing room, and it creates a problem. I mean, it was funny because on Friday, Roberto Mancini was asked about, Mancini's a changed man, Balotelli he's grown up, he's matured. And to be fair to Mancini, he said, well, he's behaved himself for a couple of months. He wasn't putting all his weight on that. So, yeah, I mean, Balotelli, I mean, they knew what he was when they bought him. They know, I mean, this sort of stuff has been happening.
Besides, that's private behaviour, isn't it? I mean, no matter how mad it sounds, it was a detached house. Even if he set fire to it, he didn't put anybody in danger, as far as we know. Or, I mean, it is silly, and I'm not trying to make excuses for it, but to me, I don't think that's sinister. I really don't. Mad. It's mad. Well, the only other thing I would like to, I'm not sure that we should be, through our taxes, footing the bill for the police going to a silly boy's house to clear up the mess. And I hope the insurance company don't pay out. So I hope he has to pay for any damage as well if he's caused it.
He's making Gaza look sensible, isn't he?
Yeah.
We never thought that would be possible.
We have to say it might have been the influence of his mates doing it, but I mean, it just seems a bit strange. Yeah. Also, I mean, okay, whatever time it was in the early hours of Saturday morning, you're playing in a big game the next day. I mean, you could injure yourself, couldn't you? You could, get a burn or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I tend to sort of go with Paddy on this one, really. I mean, we often complain, don't we, that footballers are robots these days. They're machines. There's no personality, no charisma, anything about them. This guy is kind of a walking circus, isn't he, really?
Yeah.
But as long as he produces it on the pitch, which he appears to be doing over the last few weeks, I would say let's.
What would you rather have footballers do? Doing silly pranks with fireworks in the privacy of their own home, or swearing into a television camera? Which is better?
Yeah, well,
which is better for the health? Which is more?
You're referring to Rooney.
Rooney, yeah.
I mean, neither perhaps are great role models, Paddy, are they? But
precisely. I'm only saying in the role of wrong things in the sort of league table of wrong things.
But doesn't it come under the umbrella of responsibility? I mean,
I
mean, when you say you prefer,
it comes under the umbrella of personal responsibility rather than public responsibility.
Listen, I also think as well that...
I mean, I don't think you're going to have loads of people setting fire to their houses because Mario Balotelli did it, so I want to be like him.
There is a bigger issue there in that the Mancini's trying to instil some discipline and trying to lay down a disciplinary code at the club. Now, I know that Tevez was and some other players like Adebayor and Bellamy who kind of felt the wrath of Mancini a little bit in their time there when they sort of had run-ins with him. I think there has been a feeling at City that Balotelli has been allowed to get away with a lot more than perhaps other players have.
Do you think the City fans are scared of Mancini, in apprehensive of his strength? The players I meant. Yeah.
Well, I certainly think that he's got a measure of authority there, which is quite clear. City. Let's face it, City are a monster, aren't they? At the minute, they're kind of they are just out of control at times in terms of things happening so quickly.
Well, every headline.
I feel sorry for Mancini in a way because he's actually let's look at the table, the Premier League table today. They're top of the table.
Yeah.
So he's doing something right.
But